Imagine for a moment that I'm holding a clock in front of you. Tick, tock. 8 minutes. That's all it takes. 8 minutes for your mind to betray its old habits. 8 minutes for the endless looping thoughts that have haunted you for years to stop. Forever? Well, that might be an exaggeration, but one thing is certain. After these 8 minutes, your brain will never look at worry the same way again. You don't want to hear this, but let's be honest. Your brain doesn't want you to be happy. Not really. Happiness is overrated. Survival, chaos, the relentless pull of obsession and anxiety, that's what your brain truly cares about. It doesn't matter if you feel calm or fulfilled, it only cares if you keep moving, keep existing, and most importantly, keep worrying. Because worry is not a flaw. Worry is your brain's favorite toy. It keeps you alive, alert, and predictably miserable. So, what if I told you there's a trick? An 8-minute ritual that forces your brain to drop its puppeteer act, even if just for a while. A trick your brain desperately hopes you never discover, because once you do, it loses control. Sounds like magic, doesn't it? But it's not. It's science wrapped in something that feels almost forbidden. First, let's address the elephant in the room. This isn't a meditation. It's not a cheesy breathing exercise with pastel visuals. No, this is something deeper, darker, and much more effective. Think of it as hacking into the mainframe of your own mind. 8 minutes to bypass the nonsense, the clutter, the endless chatter, and confront the very thing your brain fears most: silence. Real silence. Now, I want you to picture your thoughts as a swarm of angry bees. Every worry, every overthink, every tiny fear buzzing endlessly inside your skull. Annoying, right? But your brain loves it. It feeds on this chaos. It even disguises it as protection, as if every fearful thought is a shield keeping you from some imagined doom. But what if I told you that the swarm is fake, that most of those bees aren't real threats at all, that they are shadows, illusions your brain manufactured to keep you enslaved in your own skull? Here's the first part of the trick: observation. And I don't mean look at your thoughts and label them. That's childish. I mean truly watch the chaos without reacting. Let the swarm of bees swirl around. Let the fears, the regrets, the what-ifs fly through your mind. Don't chase them. Don't squash them. Don't argue with them. Simply watch. And here's the catch. The moment you stop reacting, you stop feeding them. Suddenly, the bees lose purpose. They get confused, and in that confusion, your brain realizes, wait, she's not panicking. She's just watching. I don't know what to do. The second part is curiosity. Dark, relentless curiosity. Ask yourself, why do I care so much? Not in a cute, self-helpy way. Ask it in a cold, clinical way, like a detective examining a crime scene. Why does the thought of failure scare you? Why do you obsess over rejection? Why does your mind replay old conversations like a sadistic movie director? Be merciless. Your curiosity is a scalpel, cutting through the fog of your brain's manipulations. And every answer you find isn't comforting. It's liberating. Because truth, no matter how ugly, is always better than the lies your brain tells you. And then comes the final, terrifying part: acceptance. Not the everything's fine acceptance. No, the ruthless, dark acceptance of reality. The acknowledgement that your mind is a chaotic, twisted machine designed to protect you, yes, but also designed to torment you. that your fears are partly real, partly imagined, and mostly exaggerated. And when you truly accept this, when you see the gears and cogs turning in the shadows of your mind, something remarkable happens. Worry loses its grip. Just like that. Not forever, but long enough for you to realize how much time you've wasted being enslaved by your own thoughts. 8 minutes. That's all it takes. 8 minutes of watching, questioning, and accepting. Your brain, the master manipulator, finally pauses. The puppeteer stops pulling strings. The swarm of bees quiets down. And you, for the first time in a long time, feel a space between your thoughts. A small, dark, beautiful space of clarity. Of course, here's the thing. Your brain will try to pull you back in. It will whisper, "This is temporary. Enjoy it while it lasts." And it's right. It is temporary. But that's the point. The point isn't to eliminate worry forever. That's impossible. The point is to know that you are the observer, not the thoughts. You are not your anxiety. You are not your fears. You are the consciousness that watches it all, amused, sarcastic, and strangely powerful. And let's be honest, that's deliciously satisfying, isn't it? To finally realize that all those nights spent tossing and turning, all the obsessive what-ifs, all the anxious panic, they were nothing more than a puppet show. And you, finally, are the one holding the scissors. So, the next time your mind starts its endless chatter, your heart races for no reason, or you feel the familiar itch of overthinking, remember this: 8 minutes. 8 minutes of ruthless observation, dark curiosity, and cold acceptance. And suddenly, worry isn't an enemy. It's just noise. And you are finally, beautifully free. But here's the cruel little twist. Once you discover this, once you truly experience it, your brain will never forgive you. Because it thrives on your fear, your panic, your endless spirals. And now, you've shown it something it can't control, something it can't manipulate. And in that tiny, dark corner of your mind, you'll feel a strange, almost wicked satisfaction, because the truth is always darker, deeper, and far more satisfying than any comforting lie your brain has ever fed you. So, are you ready? 8 minutes, that's all it takes. Step into the shadows of your own mind. Watch the chaos, dissect it, accept it, and for once, just breathe. And if you do this correctly, you might just realize worry was never yours. It was theirs, the brain's. And now, it's finally yours to ignore.